We are now in Desjardins, Chapter 1, Introduction to Business Ethics, Aspect 4, for the purposes of our class. This section addresses two key questions. Question 1, what does it mean to say that values, and even moral values, conflict? Question 2, is there a sense in which morality can undermine business? Conflicting ethical values. The example here for us is that of Philip Morris. Philip Morris, we all know, the famous cigarette manufacturer. Let's get into it. Moral values can conflict in business. Not just any values, but specifically moral values. Let us examine the case of a cigarette company like Philip Morris. On the one hand, cigarettes offer an option of various benefits to those who choose to smoke them, and enhance their moral value of freedom. On the other hand, cigarettes undermine the moral value of health. So we've got two conflicting moral values, that of freedom and that of health. So we cannot simply say that Philip Morris is a moral company. After all, Philip Morris serves the moral value of freedom, but undermines the moral value of health. We have to judge whether the moral value of freedom is higher than the moral value of health. So there are complications in judging whether a company is moral or not, even after identifying that a company may serve a moral value. Second topic of this section is that ethical values can lead to business failure. Remember, previously we discussed that ethical values can prevent business failure. The situation is more complicated than that. Ethical values can also lead to business failure. All right. And the case in point, the case study for us is the company called Malden Mills. To complicate matters further, with regard to the relationship between morals and business, Desjardins offers the case of Malden Mills. With that example, Desjardins argues that morals can undermine the success of business. Malden Mills was a company that experienced a fire and had to start over. It was a furniture manufacturing company. The CEO chose for the company to not relocate to a location where labor costs would be lower, but instead to rebuild in the same location. The CEO has also chosen to keep all of the employees on payroll during the year of rebuilding and while no one was working. On the one hand, the company was moral to the extent that it showed commitment to its employees and the community that housed it. But on the other hand, the company was a business failure, as it went bankrupt due to having too many costs. Morality was a significant contributing cause of bankruptcy. The conclusion here is that it seems that moral values are not always good for business success.